At 12. The news at 5:30 starts right now.
A powerful Category 4 hurricane making landfall in Louisiana this afternoon. We have the video of the storm, and Katie will tell us what we can expect next from Ida. But first, a wrong-way driver here in San Antonio is dead after causing a three-car crash early this morning, which also sent another driver to the hospital. It all happened around 2:20 this morning on Loop 410 near Jackson Keller Road. Garrett Berger joins us now with the latest. Garrett?
Well, traffic is once again moving swiftly here in the westbound lanes of Loop 410, where it came to a sudden and deadly stop early this morning. Castle Hills police say a wrong-way driver was traveling east in the westbound lanes when they collided head-on with a pickup truck. The impact caused another car to then sideswipe the pickup. The driver of that third car was uninjured, but the driver of the pickup hit by the wrong-way driver was taken to University Hospital in serious condition. We've reached out to police to see if there were any updates on that driver's condition, but have not yet heard back. The wrong-way driver was pronounced dead at the scene. The medical examiner's office, however, has not yet released the identity of that wrong-way driver. Live at Loop 410 in Jackson Keller, I'm Garrett Berger, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Garrett. New at 5:30, arson investigators are looking into how the Hula Poke restaurant on the north side caught fire overnight. Take a look. San Antonio fire crews say just before 4:30 this morning, a fire started in the kitchen by the fridge. Fortunately, the sprinkler system was able to contain those flames pretty quickly. However, the restaurant's kitchen still sustained heavy smoke and fire damage, forcing it to close for now. The cause of that fire remains under investigation tonight. A west side roadway calm again after having a busy morning following a crash. A big box truck was found flipped on its side. This happened around 10:30 this morning at the corner of Bandera Road and Wurzbach. Police say details are limited right now on what happened, but they know a car collided with that truck. The driver and passenger from the car were taken to the hospital. They are expected to be okay. However, the roadway was affected as it took crews a couple of hours to get that truck back upright. And a terrifying road rage situation ends in a shooting over on the northwest side. This incident happening last night around 10:15 on Culebra Road near Loop 410. San Antonio police say two vehicles were getting aggressive with each other when someone fired several shots at the other vehicle. The driver of the other vehicle was shot once in the hand and grazed in the back. That driver pulled over and called 911 and was taken to University Hospital. Police still looking for that shooter tonight. Let's get you now to the other big story, the latest when it comes to powerful Category 4 hurricane that made landfall in Louisiana. Katie, what is Hurricane Ida looking like right now?
Believe it or not, Tim, we're coming up on 6 hours since landfall, and Ida is still a Category 4 hurricane. Maximum sustained winds 130 miles per hour at landfall. They were around 150 miles per hour. Big reason that it's been able to maintain a little bit of its strength. It has slowed down. Movement is now north-northwest at 10 miles per hour. And the center of Ida now is southwest of New Orleans. Landfall was near Port Fuchon earlier today, 11:55 a.m. Texas time. Port Fuchon there is down the coast from Grand Isle, and essentially this is due south of New Orleans. We've got a tornado watch box off to the center. There are already flash flood warnings up across the area. On top of that, check out the latest current wind gusts in New Orleans, the city of New Orleans. Their latest wind gusts 84 miles per hour. Up the road in Slidell, 46 miles per hour, and we've lost several rigs and buoys here from these devastating winds that have accompanied Ida. So I've got the numbers for you here, but visuals always help. And this is likely going to end up being one of Louisiana's strongest hurricanes on record, mainly because of the very strong winds right at landfall. Ida's path really is going to continue to cause big issues across the state of Louisiana. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has the latest as officials continue to warn about these extreme winds, catastrophic storm surge, and flash flooding.
Hurricane Ida making landfall in Louisiana as a dangerous Category 4 storm, bringing torrential rain, storm surge, and winds of up to 150 miles an hour.
This is one of the strongest storms to make landfall here in modern times.
The powerful hurricane tearing through the Louisiana Gulf Coast, leaving debris, torn up homes, and power outages in its wake.
We are here in the heart of New Orleans just as this storm has made landfall. You can feel how strong these winds are. This is the Mississippi. This storm is testing the city's flood protection system.
The city's levees and flood protection system has been bolstered since Hurricane Katrina 16 years ago to this day. Officials here are still warning about heavy rain causing flash floods.
This is a very dangerous and a very real situation.
South of New Orleans, this home in Grand Isle, Louisiana, flooded. In Gulfport, Mississippi, floodwater rushing on shore.
Praying I can go back to a normal home.
President Biden visiting FEMA headquarters for a briefing on the storm.
We're praying for the best and planning, prepared for the worst. As soon as the storm passes, we're going to put the country's full might behind the rescue and recovery.
Now, Ida has not yet cleared New Orleans, with conditions here expected to get worse and tornado warnings now in effect. The storm is expected to move northwest toward Baton Rouge, where officials are warning that hospitals are at capacity with COVID patients. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, New Orleans.
Still such a long way to go for those folks in Louisiana tonight. For many, Hurricane Ida may look very similar to 2005's Hurricane Katrina, but there are some certain things that make them very different. For example, the main story with Katrina, of course, was that storm surge damage over the vast area, and Ida is a combination of wind, storm surge, and fresh water flooding damage. Right now on KSAT.com, we have an article that breaks down the differences between those two major hurricanes. And later tonight on the Night Beat, we are hearing from Ursula Perry's family as they ride out the storm in Louisiana, the preparations they took, what it was like when the storm made landfall, and much more. Again, that'll be tonight on the Night Beat at 10. We have mentioned before that San Antonio now has a COVID-19 antibody infusion center. Now, Governor Greg Abbott has added another city to the list of places that are also offering that therapy. A center is opening up in Tyler. It will begin accepting patients starting this Tuesday at no cost to the patients. This marks the 14th state-sponsored infusion center opening up here in Texas. If you tested positive for COVID-19 and would like to get an antibody infusion, all you need to do is get a doctor's referral. You can find more information about this right now on KSAT.com. Still ahead on the news at 5:30, 13 beers for 13 heroes. A look at the tribute local bars are doing in honor of the lives lost after that blast in Afghanistan. Plus, chaos continues at that airport in Kabul where those service members died. What we now know about the drone strike issued by the U.S. in response. Welcome back. We're going to get you to some late-breaking news. San Antonio fire officials are at an active fire scene this evening. It is happening at a trailer park on South Flores Street near Southwest Military Drive and I-35. That is where we find our John Paul Barajas. We are told that a police sergeant on the scene is there right now to tell. Let's listen in.
Investigators and everybody is there investigating. Nobody else got any hurt. I don't know his identity. I don't know his age, but he's elderly, handicapped male. He was the only one that's in there. He said they say his son lives with him, but he was at work.
Okay, so he died. Did he die like during the fire or before the fire?
We don't know. He's been dead a while.
Okay.
So.
And so how do you guys receive the call? Like from the apartments next door? Or?
Yeah, they were right next door. These apartments are right behind them on the same fence. So they just had smoke in that area, so they called it in as smoke. So it wasn't probably about a minute or two delay at the most. Yes, he's dead. Fatality. Now, at this time, the arson people.
This is a story we will continue following. Again, a fire at a trailer park. We understand that there is at least one fatality there. We are just getting our first sound here from fire officials there. We will continue to monitor that situation and have more for you tonight on the Night Beat. In the meantime, we are now also learning there are casualties from a U.S. drone strike targeting terrorists in Afghanistan. U.S. officials say the vehicle that was blown up was carrying multiple suicide bombers from Afghanistan's Islamic State affiliate before they could attack Kabul International Airport. An Afghan official says 3 children were killed in that strike. The strike came just 2 days before the U.S. is set to withdraw the last of its troops, ending America's longest war with the Taliban, now back in power.
If the Taliban is serious about the commitments that it's repeatedly made in public, including nationally across the country, as well as in private, commitments that the international community intends to hold the Taliban to, then we'll find ways to do it.
The U.S. released a statement signed by around 100 countries saying they had received assurances from the Taliban that people with travel documents would still be able to leave. The Taliban have said they will allow normal travel after the U.S. withdraws on Tuesday. Meanwhile, back here at home, several San Antonio area bars are remembering the 13 U.S. service members that were killed in that Kabul airport attack earlier this week. The movement spread on social media with bars reserving tables, chairs, and 13 drinks in honor of the fallen soldiers. You can take a look at all of the places that are taking part in that remembrance right now on KSAT.com.
Outside with Live Cam, hope you've had a great weekend. We've got a couple of showers mainly across the hill country this evening, and I'll have radar coming up for you very shortly. But first, we have some big changes in today's data bank, the aquifer and pollen count. The aquifer is up a little more than 1 foot, and molds are up as well, very high today with a count of over 14,000. We'll be right back.
Very busy weather day. Hurricane Ida continuing to cause a lot of problems, a long way from being done, Katie.
Yeah, we're thinking about our friends over in Louisiana. Hurricane Ida still a Category 4 storm at this hour. Gradual, slow weakening is expected. You can see the track there on the right-hand side of your screen. If you would like a closer look at that track, you can check that out right now on KSAT.com, our hurricane page, and also on the KSAT Hurricane Tracker app. Back here at home across Texas, we've got some spotty rain activity. For us, it's mainly up across a portion of the hill country. And I'll have a really close look at radar coming up shortly. I want to give you an update on what our overall weather pattern is looking like as we head into this new week. We're actually going to have a little ridge of high pressure build in, but it is going to be centered off to our north early through the middle part of this week. And it's actually not going to keep us too terribly hot or dry. In fact, we're actually going to have some nice little rain-making disturbances moving in on the south edge of that ridge for a good portion of the week. So that's going to keep daily low rain chances in our forecast, and that'll still keep triple digits out of the forecast. So some good news there. Out there right now, temperatures and heat index, we're feeling like 97 here in San Antonio, but up in the hill country, we've got some air temperatures, upper 70s and 80s. That's where our downpour activity has been today. It is dry across San Antonio and Bexar County. We've got a couple of downpours north of George West in Live Oak County, but otherwise most of the activity today has been west of 35 up in the hill country. We've got some non-severe storms producing some heavy rain there north of Concan. One shower that just fizzled out there off to the north and west of Lakey. So this evening, any activity again mainly focused up in the hill country will wind down after sunset. Things will be nice and quiet through the overnight hours, mainly just warm and muggy. We could start off tomorrow morning with a few clouds, and then tomorrow afternoon with just a little bit of rain making energy overhead as we heat up. We're looking at some more spotty rain Monday afternoon into the early part of the evening. This could be kind of, and the thing here with this rain is that it's there's really going to be no rhyme or reason to where it pops up. So essentially everyone will have a chance at some isolated rain as we get into tomorrow afternoon. Some brief heavy rain, a few flashes of lightning possible, but again, no severe weather expected tomorrow. Just an opportunity to maybe cool off a little bit on Monday afternoon. As for this evening, again, that rain up in the hill country will wind down as we get past sunset. Otherwise, just warm and humid with skies starting to clear out here as we get into the late evening hours. Look at your Monday. We're going to go about a 20% chance for rain tomorrow with a high around 95. Light winds out of the north-northeast. That wind direction is actually because of our proximity to Hurricane Ida. You'll notice your rain chances this week, they are low, but each day we'll have an opportunity for a couple little pop-up thunder showers. Our high temperatures all the way through the start of next weekend will generally be in the mid-90s. We will be right back.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
The Dallas Cowboys hosted the Jacksonville Jaguars to close out the preseason for both clubs. Dallas played its 2s and 3s, while the 1 starter for the Jaguars clearly different approaches from head coaches Mike McCarthy and Urban Meyer. First quarter, Jags first drive, rookie quarterback Trevor Lawrence throws a perfect pass to Philip Dorsett for a sweet toss and catch, 38-yard gain down to the Cowboys' 24-yard line. 3 plays later, Lawrence finds Farrell Cooper in the end zone for an 18-yard touchdown, and it's 7-0 Jags. The flag thrown was on the Cowboys. Second quarter, same score. Lawrence strikes again, 4 yards to Laviska Shenault, and the Jags lead 14-0. Lawrence went 11 for 12 for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. With 5 minutes left in the first half, now the boys get on the board. Garrett Gilbert throws a nice strike to Aaron Parker, 19 yards, and Dallas is down 14-7. Cooper Rush started a QB for Dallas, and he went 4 of 8 for 16 yards before being replaced by Gilbert, who completed 9 of 16 passes for 87 yards and 1 touchdown. Jacksonville led 17-7 at halftime. Now, quarterback Ben DiNucci played the entire second half for the boys, and he went 8 for 16 for 93 yards, throwing this 8-yard TD pass to Johnny Dixon with 1:22 left in the fourth. Second half wasn't exciting for Cowboys fans. Jacksonville takes it 34-14, and Dallas finishes the preseason 0-4.
We got in a nice little rhythm, moving the ball a little bit in the second quarter. Certainly would have loved to have converted both those drives into points, but I thought our guys did a good job up front and had some guys make some plays for me. So that was nice to see.
Dallas will help to kick off the 2021 regular season Thursday night, September 9th at the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 7:20 p.m. The Bucs are favored by 7.5. And the Houston Texans, who lost last night, will now prep for their regular season opener at home Sunday, September 12th with the Jags at noon. Playing their first match in 3 weeks last night due to COVID-19 issues, San Antonio FC defeated first-place El Paso 2-1 at Toyota Field. San Antonio opened the scoring in the first half when Marcus Epps slotted the ball into the far post for a 1-0 lead, give Jose Gallegos the assist. Then in stoppage time, tied at 1, Justin Dillon dribbles and then goes past 3 El Paso defenders before he boots a shot into the bottom right corner to seal the deal for SAFC.
Those kind of goals, last minute winners, those attackers dream about those. In a home game, you against the number 1 team in the league, you have a statement. The whole team has a statement to prove that we can beat any team in this league. And it was just a dream finish for myself, and I'm sure for the whole team.
SAFC has now won 5 of their last 7 matches in league play and sit 4th in the Mountain Division with 27 points. They will next host Real Monarchs SLC Wednesday night, 7:30 at Toyota Field. Here's a special shout out to the JV Piper Warriors. Friday night, fourth quarter, quarterback Jake Strachan flips the ball to Jax LeGrand. He hits the corner for a 10-yard touchdown with 3:44 left. And the final score of the night to help Piper beat Judson's JV squad 55-52. Piper's first football game in program history ends with a dub. Congrats to head coach Nick Rogers and his Warriors. And how about Bernie and Alamo Heights varsity from Friday night? Talk about an exciting game as well. Third quarter, the Mules, Rhett Anderson fields the ball near the 30, makes a sweet move, and then Rhett Anderson just outruns the Greyhounds for a 70-yard kickoff return to draw the Mules within 3. Alamo Heights goes on to win 34-30. George Flesher scored the game-winning touchdown for Alamo Heights. That video is courtesy of our partners at Texas Sports Productions. We will feature this game again tonight, along with some other outstanding plays from week 1 of the high school football season during the best of big game coverage tonight at 11 on Instant Replay. And, of course, we'll have a brand new 12's Top 12.
Big first week for high school football, college football starting next weekend, and you even found time for the JV love.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a viewer send in that video, so I said, why not? And I heard about it at the Davenport game that Piper won their first ever football game in program history, so I thought it was pretty cool.
Congrats to them. Thank you, Larry. We'll be right back.
All right, another look at radar around San Antonio, Bexar County. We just got some fair weather clouds, but there are some non-severe storms and a couple of downpours across the hill country, all the way from Highway 90 Uvalde, all the way up to Kerr County there, just west of Kerrville. A couple little downpours. No severe weather, but some heavy rain and a few flashes of lightning will be possible out that way. Those will wind down after sunset this evening. A look at your Monday, highs mid-90s and about a 20% chance for another pop-up shower or non-severe storm tomorrow afternoon, and we're actually going to carry low-end chances of rain pretty much each day over the next week. Just a slightly unsettled weather pattern for about the next week here in south central Texas, but no big movers and shakers moving in. But each day, a couple of pop-up thunder showers not out of the question. High temperatures over the next week in the mid to upper 90s. There is Ida. We'll have a full update on Ida coming up tonight on the Night Beat, and it looks like with this latest update, it has finally weakened a bit to Category 3 hurricane status. So we'll have a full recap and an update on Ida tonight on the Night Beat. Tim?
Still a long way to go for those folks tonight. Thank you, Katie. Thank you for watching. Well, it's all of our time. We'll see you back here tonight for the Night Beat at 10. Until then, have a good evening.